Now, our meditation today is the tendon befriend dragon. So find a comfortable place. This can be done seated, of course. In meditation, we do sit, but you don't have to be sitting. You can also be lying down. Okay, so feel free if you want to sit in a chair or lie down. Please feel free to do that. Okay, and sitting upright. This is our tend to befriend your inner dragon meditation. So you're welcome to close your eyes or just softly gaze down, whatever your preference is. Resting your hands in your lap anywhere that feels comfortable, either palms up or down, or any mudras if you use mudras, which are hand positions. By the way, a nice mudra is thumb and index finger together, and that imparts actually calming. And if you do your palms up, it's more receptive. Palms down is more grounding, but the thumbs together are calming. And just feel the support beneath your body, the connection to the ground. And just see if you can relax into ground. Settle the shoulders back and down. And just notice anywhere in your body, just notice what you're feeling. But if you're feeling any discomfort, any tension or tightness, knots or blocks, if your position is causing any strain or pain, please move the position, just adjust as needed. But as you are just being aware of your body and what's present, even the temperature, like if you're too warm or too cold, and just holding space for that. We don't need to change it, but we can be aware of it. I mean, unless it's very uncomfortable, of course. If you're overheating, take off a sweater. And if you're cold, you can always wrap a blanket around like a shawl. And so, as we bring this idea of tend and befriend in our practice, we're tending and befriending things that are uncomfortable for us. So, it might be physical, we might be dealing with something, might be chronic pain, could be an issue today, it could be a long term issue, could be discomfort. And we could think of these for our practice today as our inner dragons. But instead of slaying the dragon, we're going to tend and befriend the dragon. We're going to welcome in what we're noticing. And often, if there is fear, or I mean, this can be discomfort, the discomfort of things in the body, but it could also be the emotional body, like emotions we don't want to feel because they're challenging, they're difficult. And often, when there is fear around things like this, we can think of the dragon, the inner dragon. It's there, it's a part of our nervous system that is there trying to protect us. It's guarding, it's on guard. trying to manage the inner fear or the discomfort. And of course, this mind of ours, many parts to our mind, but the part of our mind that's the story maker, it's called ahamkara, the I maker. So, the conversation you have with yourself, it's all about you. Like, oh, I like this, I don't like this, I want this, I don't want that. It's your perception of what's happening is a part of the story. And that story can also take us down a path that doesn't always support us. So, when we have fear, we can make things bigger than they are. When we're feeling out of control, we tend to try to control things in our environment. It's not to say these things are bad, they're the way the nervous system copes, but we want to think of them as our inner dragons. So they're there on guard and protecting us, but they sometimes burn us too, like a fire coming out of a dragon. So don't think of your inner dragons as your enemy. So as you bring to mind this inner dragon, so to speak, in your mind's eye, in Joseph Campbell's work, he says the dragon guards the treasure. So here, the treasure is your own awareness, it's your life energy, and it's your capacity to feel fully alive. So the yogis speak of this, your true self, your inner light. It's your inner truth that wants to come forth. And those dragons are there guarding that precious part of you because it's not always safe to share your true self. It's not always accepted by everybody. So we need to discern and know when it's safe to shine that light. And that often becomes things within us that need to be healed because these patterns, these coping mechanisms were created probably when we were younger and moving forward in our life as a way to protect us, to guard. Just notice the breath. The breath is our friend. It's like a best friend that has been with us since the beginning, right up to this point in our life. Just coming back to the anchor of your breath. And every time you notice your breath and you're aware in your body, this is somatic. This is soma. This is presence. This is awareness, mindfulness. And noticing the body that breathes. Again, just staying close to that connection with yourself. What's present right now? What is the mood of the moment? You know, our emotions are there to inform us, to help guide us, to help show us what we need. But sometimes those dragons are on guard, you know, because it can be uncomfortable, can be out of our comfort zone, can be very painful to acknowledge some of our deeper emotions. But allow the breath to be there, to breathe in presence, breathe out ease. Even when you notice thoughts, the thoughts that come and go, the worries, the judgments, the old stories. And I'll tell you, the mind has so many stories, stories of fear. So each time you notice the mind wander, you come back to the breath and observe the dragon without needing to chase it or to shoo it away or to fix it. Again, if we think of it as that part of our nervous system that was designed to protect us, but we can approach the dragon with curiosity and kindness, and silently even asking yourself, what are you guarding? What do you need from me right now? Just be with whatever arises. No need to banish or suppress. And this Tara Brach, a lovely meditation teacher, often says that this is a practice of radical acceptance, welcoming all of yourself with compassion. So with these kind of idea of the inner dragon as it's not good nor bad. It was created to protect you, but there comes a time it actually blocks you from shining your light. So we tend to befriend the inner dragons. The way we get in our own way, the way that we dim our own light, and just offer your inner dragon warmth. You can thank them for their protection. You can give them a big hug. and maybe they can back off. Maybe it's time for you to stand on your own without needing the dragon's protection. So just take a few final deep breaths here, just breathing in, acknowledging your inner dragon, feeling gratitude for the dragon's vigilance and the courage it has carried. But know that you can carry this energy consciously with awareness, compassion, and choice. And joining hands together in front of your heart as you open the three middle fingers to Padma Mudra, the lotus flower, peering into the diamond light, the light that is within you and within each one of us. Om Mani Padme Hum, may the jewel within the lotus be realized. Feeling your palms, hands to heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. And I thank you so much for meditating with your inner dragon. And I honor the light within you. Namaste, my friend.